There is a fruit that sits quietly in your kitchen, and yet, for men over 60, is slowly draining your testosterone, clogging your blood vessels, and silently stealing your erections. You would never expect it. In fact, most people still believe it's healthy for the heart, but in my practice, I have seen the lives of many men change dramatically just by eliminating this supposedly healthy fruit from their daily routine. I am Dr. Lauren Hart, and over my 10 years of experience, I have helped older men regain strength, confidence, and intimate vitality. Time and again, I have proven a powerful truth. When men over 60 stop guessing and start eating with purpose, their bodies respond quickly. Let me share something no one tells you. Not all fruits are good for men who are aging. Some fruits, in fact, raise estrogen, spike insulin, and destroy your nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for firm and healthy erections. On the other hand, there are 4 humble fruits that can repair blood flow, awaken testosterone, and restore energy and intimacy naturally. In this video, I will explain the 4 fruits you should never touch after 60, and the 4 you should eat every day. If you want to restore your vitality and confidence in the bedroom, stay with me until the end, because the last fruit I will share has helped some of my patients reverse years of erectile decline in just a few weeks. Before you continue, if you are a man over 60, determined to restore energy, blood flow, and confidence, be sure to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. I share practical, science-backed advice made especially for you. If this topic interests you, write 1 in the comments. If not, write 0, so I know how to better serve you next time. Let's start with the first fruit you should avoid, and this may surprise you, because many men eat it daily without a second thought, although they are silently altering their hormones and weakening their circulation. Let's talk about canned fruit in syrup. This sweet trap for older men. They come in practical packages. They look colorful, soft, and easy to chew. And for many men over 60, canned fruit cocktails have become a habitual breakfast or snack, often consumed along with their morning medications. It seems harmless, even healthy. But what most men don't realize is that these little fruit cups are a carefully disguised sugary trap that is silently damaging their blood vessels, hormones, and bedroom performance. What makes them so harmful is not just the fruit, it's the liquid it's submerged in. Most canned fruits are soaked in high-fructose corn syrup or concentrated fruit juices loaded with simple sugars. And when these sugars enter the bloodstream, especially on an empty stomach, they spike insulin, inflame the arteries, and make nitric oxide, the molecule your body needs for firm erections, plummet. High-fructose corn syrup is also linked to fatty liver, increased estrogen production, and reduced testosterone levels. In other words, the fruit that is supposed to help you age gracefully may be stealing your strength from within. One of my patients, Julius, 72, had been eating fruit cocktails daily for over a decade. He struggled with fatigue, brain fog, and had lost all sexual desire. When we eliminated these little cups and introduced real, low-sugar fruits, his energy returned, and his intimate life began to recover slowly but surely. Even the versions in light syrup and without added sugar are deceiving. They still contain fruit that has been in a can for months, often blanched, stripped of fiber, and chemically preserved. The next fruit you should avoid is dried fruits, especially dates and raisins. They look innocent. A handful of raisins here, 2 dates there, and many men over 60 treat them as a healthy snack, especially when they reduce processed sweets. But the truth is, dried fruits are among the most misleading foods you can put in your body at this stage of life. The problem is that dried fruits are extremely concentrated sources of sugar. A single cup of raisins contains more sugar than a can of soda. And unlike fresh fruits, these sugars are highly condensed and without the fiber that would normally slow down absorption. This means your glucose spikes quickly, insulin rises, and testosterone suffers a sharp drop in response. Worse still, many commercially packaged dried fruits are coated with vegetable oils to prevent sticking and preserved with sulfites to maintain color. These additives can interfere with zinc absorption, and as any doctor specializing in male health will tell you, zinc is crucial for testosterone production, sperm quality, and erectile strength. I would love to know where you are watching me from. Write your city or country in the comments so I can personally greet you, because our channel reaches so many beautiful places and it excites me to get to know our international community. Now let's talk about bananas, and yes, they are a problem for some older men. Bananas are usually one of the first fruits we learn to eat. They are soft, practical, and advertised everywhere as a healthy snack. But for men over 60, especially those struggling with a lack of energy, weight gain, or intimacy issues, bananas may be doing more harm than good. Although they contain potassium and some beneficial nutrients, bananas, particularly the very ripe and sweet ones that most prefer, can trigger subtle yet significant changes in your body's chemistry. First, bananas are loaded with simple sugars that enter the bloodstream quickly, causing an acute insulin spike. And when insulin rises, testosterone tends to fall. Over time, these repeated sugar spikes can lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, and a slow metabolism, all of which directly harm your ability to maintain strong and healthy erections. Bananas also influence the production of serotonin. While serotonin is important for mood balance, in excess and at the wrong time, it can make you feel emotionally flat or drained. The last fruit you should avoid is grapes. And this may surprise you, because grapes are often seen as a symbol of good health, small, juicy, and full of antioxidants. But for men over 60, they may be doing much more harm than good, especially when consumed regularly and without considering the origin. You see, grapes are among the most heavily sprayed fruits with pesticides in commercial agriculture. Unless they are certified organic, they usually carry a cocktail of pesticides, many of which are classified as xenoestrogens, synthetic substances that act as estrogen in the male body. When you flood your body with these estrogen-like compounds, they begin to compete with your natural testosterone. Over time, this can lead to reduced libido, abdominal fat, prostate inflammation, and yes, softer, weaker erections. One of my patients, Alan, 67, thought grapes helped him control his blood pressure, but he ate 2 handfuls a day of non-organic ones. When we removed them from his diet and focused on fruits with low estrogenic potential, his morning firmness began to return. In just 3 weeks, he noticed more energy, better sleep, and a confidence he hadn't felt in years. I want to ask you something important. What worries you the most? The lack of energy during the day or the loss of firmness in intimate moments? Write 1 if it's the first or 2 if it's the second, because your answer helps me create more specific content for the real needs of our community. Now here we have covered the 4 fruits that can sabotage your masculinity after 60. Let's change the focus, because next are 4 powerful and underestimated fruits that I personally recommend to my patients, and that can reactivate your blood flow, increase testosterone, and restore vitality faster than you can imagine. 1. Blueberries. Blueberries may be small, but for men over 60, they hold a powerful secret. These dark blueberries are full of anthocyanins, plant compounds that protect blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and defend testosterone from silent cellular damage. What makes blueberries especially valuable is how they support both the mind and the body, helping older men stay alert, balanced, and physically receptive. 2. Kiwi. The kiwi may not be the most eye-catching fruit in the supermarket, but for men over 60, it is one of the most underrated treasures for hormonal health and performance. This small green fruit is packed with vitamin C, more than an orange in some cases, and that matters much more than most men imagine. Vitamin C plays a fundamental role in testosterone production, helping to protect the Leydig cells in the testicles from oxidative stress. When these cells remain strong, your testosterone production also remains. Kiwi also contains actinidin, a natural enzyme that supports digestion and nutrient absorption, ensuring that essential minerals, such as zinc and magnesium, both critical for male performance, reach the bloodstream where they belong. 3. Watermelon. Watermelon is not just a refreshing summer fruit. It is one of the most powerful natural tools that older men can use to support blood flow and erectile health. What makes watermelon special is a natural compound called L-citrulline. Once in the body, L-citrulline converts to L-arginine, which then helps increase the production of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is absolutely essential for erections. It is the molecule that tells the blood vessels to relax, expand, and allow rich blood to flow where you need it most. But unlike synthetic pills that force this process and come with risks for the heart and blood pressure, watermelon works with your body in a gentle and safe way. 4. Pomegranate. If there is one fruit that I almost universally recommend to my male patients over 60, it is the pomegranate. It is not only delicious and refreshing, but it is also one of the most powerful natural tools we have to restore blood flow and protect testosterone. Pomegranate is rich in compounds called punicolagens, incredibly effective plant antioxidants for reducing oxidative stress and improving the health of blood vessels. In a clinical study, men who drank pomegranate juice daily saw measurable improvements in erectile function and a notable increase in salivary testosterone after just a few weeks. These are not just superficial changes. We are talking about real hormonal and vascular support coming from a simple fruit. So, let's put it all together. If you are a man over 60, the fruits you choose every day matter more than ever. Canned fruits, dried fruits, bananas, and grapes may seem harmless, but they are silently draining your testosterone and slowing down your blood flow. In contrast, blueberries, kiwi, watermelon, and pomegranate can awaken your circulation, restore energy, and protect your masculinity. You don't need perfection, just consistency. Your body still remembers how to be strong, confident, and alive. Give it the proper support, and it will rise to meet you. One bite, one day, one decision at a time. If this video helped you, leave your like so that more men can find this vital information. The algorithm needs to know that this content is valuable. Share it with any friend or family member who may benefit. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate the bell so you don't miss more practical advice designed especially for men over 60. Your health and vitality deserve this attention.